Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. This is a bonus episode I'm going to do. This is a bonus episode. And I was not planning to do this second episode, or sorry, third episode rather. I'm feeling a little bit tired from the days running and all that. And after you have that iftar thing, breaking your fast and everything, the body sort of releases. So you feel very tired. And I basically do not sleep at night. I just stay up all night, finish our breakfast, and then go to sleep in the morning. Then this month is kind of the timing is kind of like that for Muslims, right? So anyway, I went to a few places, ran around. So I'm gonna do a bit relaxing talk. If you're not interested, if you don't want to hear non-fragrance talk, you can quit. I mean, the video, you can pause, you can go. But I want to talk about something that I felt, I noticed. I'm noticing, few things in my country, or it happens everywhere, I guess. So I want to tell you some things I noticed. So hopefully you're doing good and you can hear me properly, and you're enjoying your fragrance, even though they're getting expensive. A lot of fragrances are being discontinued. It's kind of killing the beauty. But first of all, I would like to say big thanks to Hassan Siddiqui Bhai from India for inviting me to his live session on YouTube. I never went on live on any channel because I felt awkward because I'm not tech savvy. I'm kind of preserved. I like to do my work here, but he has been requesting me for a very long time. He's a good friend. And then in the end, after 2 hours of almost 2 hours of live, our perfume guru Nikhil Bhai appeared, and it was an honorable moment for me. I am a big fan of his work. He's my brother. He's my one of my mentors for oud, because I started getting interest in oud because of Nikhil Bhai. I said it in the live. You can go check it on Hassan Siddiqui Bhai's channel. It's there in live videos. And it was a wonderful time spent. So I couldn't do any videos yesterday, but I was very happy. I slept very well yesterday. So thanks to Hassan Bhai, thanks to Nikhil Bhai. You guys are amazing. Okay, so it was an honor, and I perhaps will appear in some of the other videos in future. I'm planning. It's fun, right? It's fun learning, getting to know people, and see what people say about you. So hopefully you are okay in life. Okay, right now. So I'll talk about a few things. Not particularly Ramadan or fasting month. I want to talk about in general. And there's one thing I always feel I do not like. Okay, and people be like, "What is that? What is that you don't like? You are so important." uh, you can hear the sarcasm there. But anyway, those who like me, those who are my brothers and sisters, or my friends or fellow fraggers, those who watch these videos, I'm talking for you. There's one thing I don't like. That is, some places, you hear the countries are rich, some countries are poor, some nations are backdated, they are underdeveloped. Our country, people say, is a developing nation, right? So you reach the phase from underdeveloped to third world country to developing nation. You hear that often. Our GDP growths are good. You can go and see Bangladesh's progress. We are making a lot of progress economically. Our manpower is a strength, and we do export a lot of good quality garments. We have a lot of products that we export to other countries, and we have the highest number of I think army, like a force deployment in UN mission peacekeeping. So basically we have a lot of progress since 71. But you still feel when you leave here, there's something that you notice. It makes me want to say I want to be proud of my country. At the same time, I see a lot of things that's wrong here, and it's normal. Okay, if you live in a country, even if it's better than my country, you'll see something wrong. There's always going to be good people, bad people. That's how the world goes, right? But one particular thing, I feel two things. One particular thing, two things. Lack of education is a curse for any nation, and second thing is poverty. And poverty is not like a God gifted thing only. Some nations are poor due to maybe some other countries, like you see some of the African countries, they don't have any water, nothing. They have to travel 2 kilometers to get fresh drinking water, and they don't get to get food. You see the babies are like all bones and everything. It's a bit upsetting, I know, but it's because of corruption. Okay, poverty comes from corruption, theft. When you don't have a justice system, then some people are super rich because they are robbing from others, and they're more powerful, they're corrupted, and then they're robbing from poor and middle class people. And we keep getting worse off in the economy because people are not really holding the market prices. Everyday prices go high. Meat, poultry, milk, rice, everything is getting expensive. Medicine, basic needs. We go to the shop, next day it's more expensive. I haven't seen this in kind of like inflation. I've seen inflation like over certain time, petrol prices go high. You go, there's a notice, you get to prepare for some time. Here, no time. So basically what you say, what I'm trying to reach to is that I think, the poverty drive people kind of, how to say, desperate. People become needy. And what I say when I say needy, not because they don't have any money, perhaps they have some money, but they want, their greed or their willingness to do anything for money is huge. At that point, people will sacrifice a lot of their values, and they will say, perhaps cheat you, give you a fake product, or give you like, they steal your money, they borrow from you and they never return it back. This kind of thing starts happening, and you start seeing corruption in every level. You go to the street market, you see people cheating you. They give you a fish that is rotten, which is not fresh. You go and take like a taxi or something, the guy will go whole around the city. I saw in Malaysia too, there's some that cabbies used to do that. They would take you all around the city and then make you pay extra money, because the meter is a lot more. Like instead of 10 15 ringgits, you're paying 50 ringgits. You never know. So this thing is happening when you know that you're not doing so great economically. In general, if people are happy and healthy and wealthy, and they can afford food, and they're okay, the government takes care of them, their rights are preserved, and they have a voice, they have a right to vote. That time people is less likely to do crimes. I will tell you observation from different countries why some countries develop, because crime rate is less there, because people are getting justice. What they work for, they get that sort of payment. A teacher gets highly praised, or like, how to say, not awarded, but they get what they work for. They get their due uh, salaries, right? A doctor is a dentist in UK, for example. One of my uncles is the dentist in UK. He works whole year, and he takes like couple of weeks, 3 weeks holiday per year, and he comes visit Bangladesh, and he made a huge beautiful house. Mashallah, we say mashallah. He has a nice house. He has got this nice little uh, SUVs. He has this son, like children. They're all married, well established. They got good education. They drive nice cars, and they live very good life. And they did it all by honest earning. There are a lot of people who are also rich in Bangladesh, but they are rich by stealing from the bank. When they take loan, they never pay back, and they do have power, muscle power. They are supported by big forces. So basically this thing drives people to do crimes. Okay, and I'm not going to talk about crimes, because crime is not my interest today here, because there's, what are you going to do if there's crime? If there's someone robs someone, what can you do? Maybe he's doing it out of necessity, maybe he's addicted to something, substance. But mostly one bad thing happens. This one can be controlled, but we don't see it. It's like cancer. This thing I want to talk about, that is people talking about people. Okay, and this is from my life. I've been suffering this. I believe many people who work out there in social media or trying to do business, when they face people and they're doing progress or success, many people talk about them, good, bad. Of course, it's normal. But even if you're doing nothing, if you just mind your own business, people will start talking. That guy goes to work every day, he walks funny, he has this thing, he stops by, he smokes. People start judging people for no good reason, and you just love doing it. When I say you, not you, I mean people love doing it. And then we have a saying, in Islam, our religion, that I read and I felt it was appropriate, that we say gibat. Gibat means backbiting. Backbiting about your fellow brother is like eating his flesh. It's kind of like, not literally, but it's a meaning. It's like a, how to say, expression, right? And I believe in it. We do, of course. We are not free from it. Nobody's free from it, but we try our best when people are doing good. I am very happy for them. When people buy a good car, I have seen a few days back one of my brothers, Mr. Arun, he is our community member. He had bought a car and it faced an accident. I was so sad, because I bought the same brand car, like about the same time. I bought Nissan Bluebird, he bought a Nissan Juke. And I'm not sure if I should share this, but when he said his car was involved in an accident, it cost him so much money, and he was selling it for cheap because he couldn't fix it, it hurt me, because I'm a car lover, and I know this brother, he bought his car with his hard-earned money. And it's when you can feel someone's happiness or sadness, that's when you know that, okay, maybe I'm not doing so bad. And alhamdulillah, like by grace of God, recent times, after maybe few months break, he actually got a new car. And I thanked him, I congratulated him. I told him, brother, I'm so happy for you, genuinely, because when people prosper, I feel happy for them. This is one of the things that I always had, my friends especially, my enemies not so much. Nobody's perfect, right? I mean, like, if you say I have a big heart, I even love my enemies, people who backbite. I don't like my enemies, I never wish anything good for them, but I wish maybe they change a little bit. But I'm not that big of a person. I have fault, we all have fault. I don't like to communicate with people I don't like. Okay, if I feel someone is not a true friend, I get rid of them. Yeah, we have our faults, but when I was telling you this, I'm not saying that everybody has to be. I'm not entitled to say that, hey, everybody should feel like me. Everybody should be happy for other success. But I will tell you one thing. People should mind their own effing business, which people don't. I'll give you example. With better example, I understand. Let's say I have few brothers. I'm not going to talk about me. Okay, I'll give you example of a couple of brothers. I'm not going to take their names. One dude, he is a YouTube reviewer, fragrance content creator, fragrance reviewer. He works out. I'm not going to say his name. He works out. He's in good shape. He looks good. He is beautiful, and he is doing content every damn day. Okay, he goes to different places. He picks up cheapies. He picks up expensive fragrances, and he does list here and there, and he is getting views. He's earning from YouTube, and I'm super happy for him. But this dude has a lot of haters. What do you do to those guys? Nothing, absolutely nothing. But he's getting hate, and I told him, bro, every time I see him frustrated, he sometimes wants to take out his anguish or his frustration. I tell him, bro, those people are barking because they are being burned by your success. This is the honestly what I feel. Many people who do not have job, who do not have earnings, who do not have a nice life, they give other people bad eye, evil eye, because they wish they could have that. They feel bad. Oh man, that dude is wearing some expensive set of headphones, working out. He look at his muscles and stuff. He's looking fitter than ever, and I am like here with my, of course I'm not fit. You can tell. But so many people, they will feel this guy is just, who does he think he is? He's just his content is horrible. He's just what his fragrance workout has to do with fragrances. Many reviewers get that. And I can understand, when you are minding your own business, you're doing your content, you don't attack anybody, you're not expecting that people will say bad things about you. You expect it when you criticize bad mouth about others, then it's okay. Let's say, hey, Jeremy is bad, this, then people will attack you because of a reaction. Nowadays, you don't need reaction. You don't need reaction. You just need to be successful. If you are not breathing anymore, if you're under 6 feet, nobody talks about you. If you're not successful, if you're gone, you are broke, and you are not anywhere in the scene, nobody remembers you. Okay, so what I understood from this situation, this is the one thing I want to talk about. What I understood from this situation is that keep working hard, keep even working more. These haters, these people who always badmouth about you, talk behind you, always ha ha ha, they in the little group they don't go anywhere in life. Their life is within that boundary. They sit within that little room where they hate altogether, like, oh, his morning thoughts, oh, he's this, oh, he's an old guy. All they can say is that. But remember one thing, they are nowhere, nobody knows them, and they are sad. They have to talk about one guy. 50, 60, 100 people have to talk about one guy. They always watch your content, and they get triggered by what you do. Every morning they wake up, you wake up and you put a content, they hate on you, and they still watch you. And who are the biggest fans? They are the biggest fans, right? So I feel, I'll not talk about other stuff, just talk about this and finish it up, wrap it up. If you're a person who feels sad about your friend's success, there's something wrong with you. Think of it without any bias. You as a human being, you have your justice system within you, right? I feel this is not right, I feel that is wrong, and nobody can control that. Nobody can control if you what you do. If you want to eat at a restaurant and you run away without paying, or you just be rude to someone, nobody can control that. You do it and you get accordingly what you did, based on karma, and our karma is based on what we do. But if you feel, you see your colleague or your best friend buying a new car, I'm just giving an example, just it's an earthly material thing, but imagine like they had a baby or they're happy in their family. Let's talk about those things. They have a nice family, and you feel like, I don't have a family, why does he get to have a good family? Then there's something wrong with you, because maybe you don't know them, you assume a lot of things. I hear a lot of people say, hey, this reviewer is paid and he always talk about cheap clones, he's just being this. They don't have anything as information, as a fact. They just assume, and it's so easy to hate than love. So if you are engaging yourself in so much hatred and negativity, what happens is you go nowhere in life. This is real talk, real talk. And those people you hurt, they're going to be hurt for sure. If you say anything bad about me, it will bother me for a few days, but it will make me much more stronger. It will make those people much more stronger to do better work, do more success, and they're going to be honored. They're going to be going to different places, and you're going to get watched and burn every day. So maybe it's about time. If instead, let's say, oh, I know better than that guy, show the world. Okay, if you do not have what it takes, then you are just going to be stuck in that life, that place, right? So bad mouthing, one of the worst thing that's killing us. It's killing our own happiness. When you feel, oh man, that reviewer, I don't see what he got, man, but he gets so much more views, he's earning like thousands of dollars, and I'm here like not getting so much, and I don't like that guy, he doesn't deserve it. No, you do not know who deserves what. Maybe someone has less charisma than you, but he's maybe more fun, maybe he's more precise, maybe he's a lot more talented, or people like him. And that's something you cannot buy with money. You cannot make people like you by paying them money. Yeah, sometimes you can get your colleagues and stuff, but people watch who they like to watch. So I'm always happy for people who are doing better than me, and I feel empathy for people who are doing worse. I try to help if they are nice people, but in general, I mind my own business, stay in the middle. I don't need to talk about people to get views. I don't need to go to people's groups to say, hey, give me some views, get me some subscribers. I never do it. That's one pattern I never do, because I feel people don't decide your fate. There, I believe it. So maybe think, do some soul searching thinking. You don't have to be a believer. I don't say, hey, if you're not a believer, you're not my bro. No, you can do whatever you like. We're all not perfect, right? But learn from your mistakes, where you're going wrong. Maybe you're not happy in life. Maybe there's something that you're doing wrong, and in your heart somewhere you feel bad, like after I did something wrong and I've done something bad or something which I lied about someone, it will come back to you unless you fix it by yourself and say, hey, maybe no, it was just too much, let's just forget. I'll mind my own business, I'll do some positives, right? So hopefully it made sense. I want to do some talk. I didn't know, I didn't have a particular topic, but you know real talk. Okay, thanks for watching. See you soon and love you all. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.